Hey guys, welcome to Lilian's Couch. Today I have a very special guest. He's like a brother to me, you know, because we go from way back. We have so many histories together, and he has watched me grow. I've watched him grow. He's an actor. He's an executive producer. My brother produced his first show, okay? He's a philanthropist. Sometimes they turn motivational speaker. I don't know, you guys know, they talk. So you go drop him, so but I know we call him motivational speaker because he just they drop him hints. UTI NWACHUKWU. Hey, UTI, thank you for coming on my
girl.
show.
Have fun.
I really appreciate.
Say you fine.
You know, say because you be versed before UTI become.
I'm gonna call you.
UTI call me 3 times in a theory.
Three
times.
I call her 3 times, and I dey for us. I just dey go up and down. They come, they turn me to Boboko. I not drive. I use a boat.
We dey shoot, so I don't tell my PSA be looking at the phone.
Then your PA are supposed to conk.
I tell her say if UTI comes, cut and go and pick. My sister know they look for the gist. The other, the thing they sweet as she.
Let's say they lie.
UTI if I lie,
may I look your eye?
UTI I know they lie. If I lie.
If I lie, what you got?
If I lie.
If you lie, what you got?
UTI I know they lie.
Where are you? Miss you iron. Miss you iron.
If I lie. Maybe I let bend. My leg already bend again. But guys, anyways, I'm so happy you're on my couch.
Me too.
And it's so, you know, when I told them you're coming on my show, they didn't know that we've known from way back. UTI went to my uni, then to Nigerian University.
Yep.
Yeah, UTI went
Blessed
to my
school.
uni. Yeah,
all of us are at school. They get fever.
See Anita, and all of us involved.
Erica, everybody. Blossom, Erica, everybody. Munachi. BIU. We get people for BIU.
As if we play too.
Many still they come.
So that school actually produced stars.
Favor did that school.
Favor did that. But see, that was our head. Oh yeah, rub for our head.
Rub for our head. We top.
Yeah, we did. So UTI.
Yeah.
You know, I know how fame changes some people, but you're one of the few people I've seen that you stayed grounded. You're still like this. You're still winning, you're still doing whatever you're doing, but you're grounded. How did you do that? Have you always known that this is how you're going to be, this is how you're going to stay? Or like, I really want to know because it's nice.
For me, I've always known that I was going to be this person. Right from when I was young, I just knew it. I don't know how. Probably because we were raised in front of the television, you know. So I watched a lot of shows, and you know that's why I do what I do now, which is TV presenting, acting, and whatnot. And same way I was watching, you know, things I wanted to be and seeing things I wanted to be, I was also seeing things I didn't want to be. So I told myself, because I started the process of visualizing and manifesting very early, even without even knowing what I was doing. So the same way, I looked at the other side of celebridom and I was like, you know, I don't want to be that person that will get so caught up in this whole facade and they now end up losing themselves, and then will now wake up one day, they are 50, and then they're regretting half of their lives, and they realize they've not lived. So that's one thing I told myself. I said, okay, I enjoyed this thing, so I'm going to get paid doing it, but I'm not going to lose myself in it. So I said, I'm going to take my job the same way a 9-to-5er takes your job. So when the cameras are rolling, that's UTI. Once the director yells cut, UTI NWACHUKWU has come back to life. So the person you are used to seeing is UTI. And most people don't know UTI NWACHUKWU. Most people know Sir UTI. And it's okay. I'm comfortable with being misunderstood because the people that are meant to be in your life will be in your life. People that are meant to understand and love you unconditionally, they will be there. So it was a personal choice. That's why I can still go outside and buy gala and bakery. I can buy boli. I can buy ice fish. So I made a conscious decision to be me.
But you know, as I'm looking at you as I'm talking, it just dawned on me that UTI, you actually did Jara for 11 years.
2010 to 2021.
You know, I like the fact that obviously I feel like everything has its time. So when I heard the Jara was over and everything, I was like, yeah, it's about time because now you have time. You're
for
doing
a decade of my life.
Because you were not just you loved. That was a show you loved because you were genuinely committed, and then you loved your co-host was your friend. So everything was. The energy, everything was right.
It was right.
You know,
it was organic.
Because I came on that show twice now. So I could feel, I have 2 Jara feelings. So I understand the energy and everything. But how do you pick? Because now I see you're most of the big films. So yeah, so congrats,
Some
my
of them.
friends.
Thank you.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you.
You only get better. How
Amen.
do you pick your roles? I feel like you're intentional, Uti.
Yes, I am
you've been,
very,
how?
very intentional. I don't know. I think, like, it's just like how, you know, before this episode started, we were talking about school and we're laughing and you were saying fan. And I was like, what did I carry through that for?
You had just one job. Take a picture of the old and the new, the dethroned and the man on the throne. Show my dominance. But of course, you just had to screw this one up. Oh, it's nothing. Just a little raw. That's fine.
Uti. That your picture.
Which one?
Which one? The one where you put back on that one where your chair, everything naked though.
My birthday.
Your birthday. You put contact.
No, not the lighting.
You can get one. Who is this hot boy? I know please I be watching on beauty page. Yeah. I said, what is going on?
No, you know the funny thing here? That shoot was not supposed to be that provocative. It was just
Also,
supposed
you know
to be...
it was provocative.
Yes, nah.
Also,
Now I tell you, it's
you know.
I don't lazy for her. So Idara and I, that's the photographer, we had a talk and she was like, oh, I like your features. We need to take pictures that will accentuate them, show people your... I feel like people have not really seen how good looking you are. Like, yeah, okay.
We know you're good.
I know, you know, for me, I feel like
But that one
I'm
choked,
high,
so I get it.
You know? So she wanted to take like nice portraits. She showed me some concepts, you know, that would stop here, close up photos. So like, fine. So we started to so when she came, I just had like slacks on and to get nice portraits. So I just had like that whole scarf thing on and all of that. So while I was changing to the other scarf, I was loosening it, then it dropped. And she was like, wait. I'm like, what? I said, you want to do sexy? Like a joke. And she was like, wait, bam. I was like, another one, bam. And then she came and she was like, I was like, hey! She said,
that picture was hot.
Do you trust me? I was like, of course I trust you. Can we try? Are you comfortable? What are you comfortable with? I said, I'm comfortable with anything. And he's like,
So wasn't that weary?
And me, I'd been working hard that period and my body was on point. So I just said, you know what? How many people my age look this good? 39. I'm like, I'm like, let's shoot. She's like, are you okay to remove the trouser and everything? You don't have to. I'm like, I'm not even paying. So you use this thing, cover yourself now. So I just let the scarf drape and then we just started shooting. And you see, half of those pictures I was laughing.
Girls toast you. People will enter your DM.
It's normal. My DM food up here. Food. Some people they use happy by the taste.
If I don't know you, I for DM you. I for send me DM say, come, open that scarf. I want to see. Open, take it down.
Even when I see the picture, I say, hey!
No, but it was nice. No, but Uti, you know that, you know, another thing is bringing people to this couch is not just about bringing my friends and everything. I also use the opportunity to appreciate them and tell them how well they're doing. Sometimes you got to give yourself your flowers yourself, or your friends that really love you. Uti, you've done amazingly well, and you've been consistent.
Thank you.
And you're still relevant.
Thank you so
You're
much.
still, and I know, you know why it's a beautiful thing to watch. I know how hard it is. Uti, I know the ups and downs. Uti, I know. First of all, if we're taking it back, even if we big brother people sometimes just want to leave that, but it's part of our history. It's part of our growth.
We can't run away from it.
We can't run away from it. I'm also, because I'm always thankful, even if then we didn't have social media. I mean,
like this now, don't worry, we're dealing with Twitter and Facebook.
We only have Linda Keja and Bella Naija and Twitter. That's all we had.
Yes, that was
so. We didn't have all these things. We didn't have all these blogs now, you know. So it was hard. It was hard. It was really hard.
It will get better as long as you believe it in your heart, and as long as you're aligning yourself with good energy, people that wish you well.
You know, this thing called friendship is a beautiful thing.
And
I'm gonna say this because you weren't there, and obviously he wouldn't know I'm saying it, but you know who I'm talking about. So you went for an audition for this movie, this Aki and Baba film you were in. So you went with somebody, a friend of yours. So you guys both auditioned for the role. But he didn't know. I think you didn't know he went. He didn't know. So it was someone that was just saying, I think maybe somebody else that saw you, that was like, your friend also auditioned for this run and everything. He was like, hey, wow. The first thing that came out from this guy's mouth was, if I don't get it, I bet me to get that more. Me, no, maybe somebody, you know who I'm talking about.
I know.
It's like, if I don't get it, let Uti get it. We're
you have to
shooting,
wish
we're
it
in on a
well.
set.
You have to wish each other well.
It was just so beautiful. I was like, oh, wow.
That's the
kind of love.
People have been able to get around me now.
It was like, okay. And then when you got it, well, he was like, hey, now Uti get that. Now Uti get that more.
You see.
Let you not leave the circle.
Yes.
Let it be okay. I didn't get it.
all of
So my friend got it. It's fine.
It's a nice feeling. And that's why I say you. Before you get to those kind of friends, I just don't want anyone to be discouraged. To find some of those friends, sometimes you would have to go through horrible people.
I don't know about friends. To be honest, right now, I'm going to be honest with you. You know when the Bible said, I don't know why these days I just any opportunity. So when the Bible said the heart of man is desperately wicked, I still keep saying it. I never understood that Bible verse until recently, when I realized that people will deal with you for no reason. It's not about you, whether you can't.
Should I shock you? Yeah. And it's one lesson I learned recently. Everything that happens, we attract. Good or bad. And we attract on frequencies of gratitude or fear. But they're two opposite frequencies, which is why they say God has not given us a spirit of fear. Love, sound mind. So when you're thinking with love, you're not fantasizing about the worst. But when you're thinking of fear, with fear, you're fantasizing about the worst. And the universe does not understand the difference between I don't want and I do want. All it's listening to is the main subject manifest.
You see what I talk say now motivational speech. I know you can see.
It's true.
It's giving you words of wisdom.
It's true.
And I just learned something. Yeah.
It's true.
And I agree with you. Positive energy, speaking the universe is what you say that you attract.
It will give you.
Because I've noticed
everything you have now, even this your house, I'm sure you first pictured it in your head. This is how I would love to live.
But why be say when with this suffer, people know they put eye for your body? Why is life like that? And when you don't manage, don't be say you don't make like that. So
light attracts. When you on light here, not be insects with food everywhere. Go on light outside now. You go see.
Someone like you now, Uti, when you face all those, you know what I mean? Like when you get to those points in, career where you just like, oh God, Uti, I got to a point I was like, I was tired. I said, now I'm trying to get back on social media gradually. Bro, I tired. See all these things.
It's okay.
Sometimes
we have to pause. Sometimes God tells us to pause because there are other things we need to learn. There are other things we need to get ammunition for where He's taking us to. Because if we keep moving, if He gives us what we want, we will lose it. So if the universe is telling you to pause, as long as you believe that you're going somewhere, it will happen. It's really about recognizing your season. God give Oyibo, winter, spring, summer, fall.
You be motivational speaker.
No, but it's true now. You have to recognize your season.
You drop bars. He said, bro.
You have to. I used to, all these things here. I know they talk like, say, I just woke up and I was like, I have to recognize.
You have to build yourself to get to this point.
I went through everything, what is happening in my, even in as much as, I've had a beautiful career. There are periods where you know how our job be. Sometimes 2 months you don't see work. And then the third month will just come and then brrr. So I had to understand my type of grace. There's a waiting period. There's always
a waiting phase.
And reaping. So now when it's quiet, instead of saying, hey, no job here, I now ask myself, have I ever suffered? Ever since God turned my situation around. It's not like I ever came from sufferhead. So like I said, every time I'm going through that phase, like before I'll be panicking, I'm like, okay, what am I learning? So I start to appreciate the little things. Free time, there's nothing wrong with free time. There's nothing wrong with waking up every day and not having anything to do. But, most of these motivational speakers make you feel like, if you are still sleeping at 8 o'clock, you are preparing for poverty. My line and my clock not be the same with your line and your clock.
Preach!
Yes, you have to understand who you are and how your own destiny and your own grace works. Some people, they have to work hard before they eat. Some people, they have to work intermittently and they eat. Some people, they have to work maybe just once and they will reap like in folds of someone that's working 1 million times. Do you understand? So you have to understand how your own grace works. And I've come to understand my own grace. So when I have that quiet period, it's because God is trying to send me more ammunition for the next thing that's coming. And if I do not learn those lessons now, they will come back in another way until it's like repeating a class until you are promoted. So you'll find out that you are sort of like having repeated cycles and you're not going, the thing is that God will let you know that He's sustaining you. You will never be hungry again. Do you understand?
So you have to trust Him.
You have to trust Him.
So even when you have 0 in your account,
you have to trust him that you never go hungry. Because looking back, I've never been hungry. My family was always very comfortable. It was just I just wanted my own personal thing. And I was rushing for it until it was ready, until I was ready to receive it. It didn't come. And it came when I was ready to receive it. If not, I would have lost it all. I give it to you. If I had one big brother the first time I went, I'd have lost it all. But God used the first big brother to teach me. I told you, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
I said, wait till
I wasn't ready. But the second
But I
time,
see you love her like that.
no,
But
second time I
second
went,
time,
I don't
It had to be you.
realize that I used that first one to learn.
Time to eat. Susie, you never be hungry. Guys. Nah, Sasha, man.
Hey!
Okay, guys. I know. Time for my favorite part of the show. Let's get some food.
Yes. Hey, Star Shambanga.
Uti, why you they use a pretty? Why you they use fork like me? I they use fork when I house. You know they use fork.
No, they use fork when I house. The thing be say na laziness. I suppose use hand, but laziness to wash hand and they can't they smell it. And I they get where they go. Means you no go smell my hand. I say, yo, what you sure?
Guys, we are about to dive. Hey, now waiting. What you na fish? My own na fish.
No, na fish. My own. If you cut small fish, I'll give small.
Yeah, we'll share.
Yeah, we'll share. Now fair taste your fish. Your fish. Ooh, catfish. Oh my God. And the shit into this thing. He said, I like the way they bounce for my mouth. I said, okay.
Really bounce.
You see the starch, they bounce.
Oh, you don't experience heartbreak before? You look very tough.
I'm tough,
But
but all of us went tough like this year. Now one person could just come.
Pieces your heart.
Pieces, me, break my heart. That time when I did it, I remember the crew surprised now because me, I do tough. I broke up at night and I had to record 4 episodes in the morning.
No.
For the first time, they had to give me gin on set. I couldn't. I was shattered. Because those of us went.
You like this? You play.
If I like how they like deep. Have I really ever served breakfast? I more or less let people down very easily than to just break their heart. You understand? Now my hearts, they don't break many times now. But then again, knowing what I know now me, they attract the same kind of human beings. So it's fine. Because I remember now, that day when I go there, everybody noticed, what's wrong with you? I had to drink gin. I had to do like, horrible. Heartbreak. Then even when I was having issues in one of my relationships, how to know that if my weight loss is too fast, just not say person don't do it, they make me think. Life problems don't they make me lose weight too, because I have a way of just resolving it within me. Because of the trust I have with.
No people have a relationship.
I don't know why. Once you just see me say my weight loss, like there's no more. You don't see me at the gym, so I lose weight when I add weight, lose weight, I gain weight, they lose weight. But if you see say the weight loss too quick, just ask me say, oh yeah, who you don't they like when they give you trouble? Because recently, so I also had to go and do a reading for a new TV show. I don't know if I'd get the job or not because I don't like person when we say she don't make me feel somehow. Because it'd be like say because it started so well and they give each other, so it can't be like say she want to withdraw maybe because they fear me. For people like us, it takes, just like you said, like you did the break your heart. They get to a point where they just feel like if they let me in too much, I go serve them breakfast. Because you say too many people like me.
Yeah, because you're hot.
Too many people like me, too many people want me, but not be you I zoom in on. And the time we spend together, how many people you say I give
have that access to?
They'll say it's just for now. That means if we go through a rough patch, you will easily just replace me. I'm like, says who? I don't like people easily. So most people like to run before I break their heart. And that process end up breaking my heart because I've started to actually love you. It's not. I don't let people in easily.
Tell people be this say they talk this kind of thing in my couch, so they don't break your heart. You be like this.
But this one, we never even reach level of relationship. We just had one intimate moment. When I mean intimate, not even sex, just pure, genuine connection. We're just connected to each other in such a beautiful way. And I was like, the withdrawal just started. I was like, what's going on?
No, but sometimes it's not even you. Some people too have that withdrawal.
I know. That's what I'm saying. What's going on?
Sometimes it's them.
That's what I'm telling you. It's always about them being afraid of what I'm capable of doing to them if they continue, on this road. Like, I'm liking you too much.
Can you leave your partner for cheating?
No. I endured cheating now. For me, I don't want to attract that kind of person again that will cheat on me. But if I mistakenly do that, no, I'm not going to manifest.
Let's see.
I be food deal. No. Now why they go gym? Not because I want fine. Me, I no fat.
Okay, guys, now is the games time. Uti, are you ready for games?
After I shop finish.
You know, if shop finish, we need to finish.
See, and I only 2 cuts now. Now go shop. See,
What was that 2 ways? Make they keep for you.
and I'll pack and go as.
Oh, wow.
I'll pack and go as. May
Okay,
I
guys.
spread lap for my parlor shopper.
Game time. Are you ready?
Yes, the starch.
So I'll ask us to do something first. Whoever fails drinks, then you ask. So
Okay.
what should we do now? Okay, let's do. Okay. Oh yeah, look at me now. First to blink.
First to blink.
First to blink.
You know,
drink.
say women, they blink very any small thing.
You need to talk for
No,
yourself.
if man blink too much, they say why they do like
You
woman.
need to talk for
I
yourself.
don't already win this one. Just drink.
I know drink. You can't intimidate me.
I mean, what's
What
the
a
timer?
man can do.
What's the timer?
What's the
Forever
timer?
looking at each other.
Yes.
First to blink.
Okay, first to blink.
No, director. Are you sure there's no timer?
No, first of all.
This guy will win me. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
When you're ready,
first
you
to-
say
hey,
start.
God.
You don't already blink.
I never blink. You never start. You never start.
1, 2,
Two.
3, go.
Drink.
I just want drink.
It's a lie.
I just want drink.
Nah, it's a lie. To talk
I just want drink.
Utalagbe. Okay.
As a village man, you're very use and
So you're
watch.
supposed to drink 2 shots though.
No, double shot. This
But
now.
you said you just want drink.
No. That's small.
Oh yeah.
Game number 2.
Your turn.
Okay. I should
After
bring
you
up
can.
the game.
Yeah.
Concentration.
Concentration.
English name of boys. Tom,
Jerry.
Sam,
Fred.
Joseph,
John.
Jemima.
You know, Jemima no be boy name.
No, boy name.
This
No,
person
boy
dey
name.
say.
That's British
No,
boy name.
Jemima.
Jemima na boy name.
Jemima, na like wetin you know
Search am.
for
Make person
Nigeria.
bring phone.
Boy,
Make
no
person
suppose-
bring phone.
You say no fit search am for
Say is
Nigeria.
Jemima
No.
a boy's name in London?
No, who cares about London? We dey Nigeria. Now Nigeria we dey
What
born
did I
us.
say? English what?
Uti.
English?
Uti. Jemima.
Search am.
Jemima, I don't know about that.
Jemima a boy name?
No. Jemima
Jemima
is
a
a girl's
boy
name.
name.
No, Jemima is a girl's name. Uti drink.
No.
dey do that.
Make we
What you
search
gonna
am.
do, Ojoro?
Is anybody searching?
It's a girl's
Jemima
name.
is a boy's
It's a girl's
name.
name. My producer just said, please drink. Uti. This guy did a fail like this. They argue to fail. I don't know.
I just want drink.
And I just drink. Jemima is a boy's name. Drink, Jemima. Jemima, Jamila.
Peace be unto this house.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, drop a comment, and don't forget, on Lilian's Couch, all we do is eat, drink, and vibe. Uti,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming on my show. I
you
really
for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
I love you so much.
Mwah.
Thank you. Thank you.
anytime.
God bless you. And
bless you too.
the star is your starting point.
No.
Please keep being amazing.
I'm about to cry. Let me cover my
I love you. I really do love you. Thank you, guys.
Don't forget, this is Lilian's Couch, where we drink, we vibe, and we have all the fun.
I know.
Yes.
It's just easy as that. Cheers, baby. Just take this shot. Just drink.
You're too wicked, me.